Thank you once again for tuning in all over the world to listen to Relationship 360. We deeply appreciate and do not take you for granted. Now, before I start with what I have today, I really I suffered a loss. Someone who is like a sister to me is we are related by marriage and has been my dearest sister, my very important confidant to me. She was Mrs. Adetong Ronke Jegede. We lost her on the 30th of October after a brief illness, and she was born 1967. She was 58 years old, and very painful loss. We live directly in front of each other. So on my balcony, in the mornings I come out, she comes out, we wave, we banter, we were just both of us, on that our estate were known, and very unfortunate loss. Buried her yesterday. May her soul rest in peace. So, Auntie Ronke. So,
Wow.
Was it okay? Let me get myself from the 25th of November to the 10th of December. The United Nations Unite program commenced the 16 days of activism to end gender-based violence under the theme Unite to End Digital Violence Against All Women and Girls. That is for violence against women, now has gone digital. Violence against women and girls affects 1 in every 3 women, and the world also marks the 30th anniversary of the Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action, which marked the most progressive international agreement on women's right to this day. You remember, it was the largest single congregation of women to agree on rights as concerning them, which their rights focused on one of the fast-growing forms of abuse against women and girls now, which is digital abuse. Now, digital abuse includes non-consensual sharing of intimate images, that is also known as leaked nude videos. Number 2, cyberbullying and trolling. Number 3, doxing, which is publishing private information. Number 4, online grooming and sexual exploitation of women. Number 5, online harassment and sexual harassment. And number 6, hate speech. Hate speech.
I like the way you
hate speech,
deliberately.
which includes, chauvinistic utterances both online and. The problem is these acts don't just happen online, they often lead to offline violence in real life. So there is 16 days of activism against this, which began on, I think, Tuesday, 25th of November, whether that was Monday or Tuesday, and would end on the 10th of December. So still on sexual violence against women and girls, I want to discuss a phenomenon, a concept, which I have come to identify and I have come to give the botanical name. These are real life cases, but there is no real identity, there is no real name to this phenomenon, and I have compounded a nomenclature to identify it specifically. It is called Parental Consensual Rape, PCR. Parental Consensual Rape, PCR. That is the name which I have given to it. I'm writing a paper on it, and, well, they would know that I propounded the word. Now, parental comes from the word parent, which means a person's father or mother or their legal custodian. Consensual comes from the word consent, which means permission, approval, agreement, and rape, which comes from sexual intercourse without permission, that is against a person's will, without consent. So the word is parental consensual rape. Now, rape is unlawful sexual activity against the will of the victim through force or threat or force. Now, parental consensual rape, as I have defined, covers both adults and minors. That is, people below 18 and above 18. However, people below 18 suffer this phenomenon more than adults. However, it covers both. Now, it means that parents of the victims of rape or defilement, defilement is the rape of a minor. Defilement is the rape of someone less than 18 years old. When parents, let me explain deeper, when parents or a guardian of the victim, upon discovering the rape, that is, discovering that their child has been raped, they now assist the person who raped their child when they discover their identity. Now, this happens when they find out that it is a family member that raped their daughter, related by blood or marriage, that molested their son. So they now cover it up. Because why? They found out that the person who committed the crime is a relative. Some also now, because of financial inducements. For example, someone who does it, they catch the person and he says, please let us settle it, and offers them 200,000 naira, 50,000 naira. There was a case in Ajah that the person offered them 13,000 naira to forget the matter, and the family collected the 13,000 and said they don't want to do any case again. So parental consensual rape is when parents begin to assist the person who defiled their child because of the identity of the person or some inducement by money. They do this by the force of intimidation, emotional blackmail, threatening their own children, and sometimes using religious doctrines to help facilitate the freedom of the rapist or their child abusers. This phenomenon is always after the fact. That is, it is after it has happened, and then maybe the child now tells the mother that so happens, and you see that it is the mother's brother, or it is the husband's brother, or it is a family member. In fact, there are times when the abuser, the pedophile, the rapist, has been the biological parent of the child. And then the mother says, you want to destroy my family, you want to spoil my home, and they start beating the child to silence. Why do these parents and guardians do this? Because they found out that the person that abused their child are family members related by blood or marriage, or they are known persons, people that they live with or people that they know, like a family friend or a close neighbor. They help prevent the legal consequence of the action by saying no, they will not take it to the police, they will not report, they will just settle it as a family matter. Some collect money, and say they don't want to do any case. Now, the most critical age for the girl child is between 0 to 5, 9 to 14, and 16 to 19, where they are 4 times more likely than at any age to be defiled or raped or sexually abused in their lifetime. That is, and also 1 in every 5 boys will be sexually abused before the age of 12. 90% of child sexual abuse victims know the perpetrator in some way, while over 80% are abused by family members. So the girl child is more likely to be defiled or raped inside her own home than anywhere else. This is a problem because sexually abused children are 11 times more likely to engage in criminal behavior as an adult. Why? Now look, on the 27th of November 2025, Sarah Johnson published her report that the number of women incarcerated around the world is rising nearly 3 times the rate of men. That is, more women are getting imprisoned than men, with the US having the largest number of incarcerated women in the world. That is 174,607. China, the next, 145,000. And 3,566 women in prisons across England and Wales. And Europe, a total of 94,472 women being detained. Now, this is the problem. Mothers and fathers who know that their child has been sexually abused, but on finding the identity of the abuser, now cover it up and force their child to keep quiet, that no, you did not, you are lying. They keep telling them that they are lying. They are lying. Now, this is where the problem is. Most children who are victims are now more likely and feel better telling an outsider what happened to them than their own family members. Why? Because their family members are known for covering up the crime. So children now prefer telling outsiders if they have been sexually assaulted than their own family. So every month I get calls from teachers who are asking me how they should tell the parents of their students that somebody has raped their child. I will use the word rape and not defile, because defilement looks like it makes it sound less gruesome. So the rape of a child. Now, these are the problem. 80% of the 21-year-olds who were abused as children met the criteria for one psychological disorder, at least one. Our report now shows that 57% of women in Nigerian prisons were abused as children, which supports the fact that when children are sexually abused, they are 11 times more likely to engage in criminal behavior as an adult. Now, criminal behavior, number one, it starts with aggression. They become violent. Number two, they become prone to drugs and smoking. Why? Because it is a psychological issue. Drinking and drugs help you suppress memory, helps you forget. Do you understand? Helps you forget your pains. So even in Yoruba, they will tell you kofi paronure, that is, take and forget your sorrows. So a lot of people go to this, a lot of children go to drugs to try to forget. And that is why you have them, children that are defiled, raped before adulthood, by the time they are 21, are already looking for a way to forget, because they were not helped, justice was not gotten for them, and in fact, sometimes they were beaten to forget. They were told by their family members, after some time, there was a case we handled that their religious leader told them that the girl needed deliverance because she was the one who, seduced.
She prompted it.
Her uncle. An 11-year-old seduced her uncle to sleep with her.
How is that even possible?
How is that possible? So they took her for deliverance, that she has the spirit of lust. Now, abused female children are less likely to practice safe sex. putting them at greater risk for sexually transmitted diseases and 25% more likely to experience teen pregnancies. Child sexual abuse now happens across all ethnic, cultural, and religious, even educational levels. So it doesn't mean whether you are from a poor family, whether you are from a rich family, whether you are from an educated family, whether it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Now, the World Bank Gender Data Portal shows that child sexual abuse causes lifelong damage to women and men in particular. It also affects their mental and sexual and reproductive health. Gastrointestinal illnesses. Some people discover the illnesses later in life that started while they were abused as a child. That was what caused it. Chronic pain, gynecological problems, substance abuse, and all that. Victims are 3 times more likely to experience major depressive episodes as adults. That means that they are more likely to suffer depression as adults. The thoughts of suicide, sleeping disorders, eating disorders, anxiety and isolation are also part of the psychological problems that these children experience. So I'm reading all this to you to show you the damage that you do to your children simply because you refuse to fight for them. So you now allow this person that did not rape his own child but came to rape your own child and claims that they love you as a family member. Now, would someone who really loves you as a brother or a sister come to your house and rape your child? Will somebody who you are related to by blood or by marriage, who claims to have your best interest at heart, my sister, my brother, my cousin, that you open your house to, but comes to defile your baby? We have a day-old in Ogun State, 40-day-old babies, that is the same day that they were born.
That's cruel.
Were defiled by men from 55 to 67 years old. That shows they were family members who came to greet them the day the baby was born. It was published 2 years ago in the newspapers.
That's evil.
That's by the Ministry of Women Affairs. There. Day-old babies. And these people come, and let me tell you, penetration is by either an extension of the body, which is a finger, or your own genital organs, or placing the tongue, either anally or through the vagina of the female or the male, exposing yourself nude to them, touching and fingering. This is how the pain with the suffering, you refuse to consider the pain on your child and the future consequence. But you know what? The moment a mother or a father stands to fight for the child, and the child sees that she's being fought for or he is being fought for, there are enzymes secreted, I call it justice hormones, that heal the trauma. When the child sees, it comes as a bittersweet experience. You see that a neighbor of ours, someone that I know, when I was young, I lived at Babbage Towers, when I was much younger, in Bishop Oluwole, Victoria Island. And the person's brother came home and sexually assaulted his daughter. He got so mad, he beat up his younger brother and threw him from the second floor down.
Of the
Babbage Towers, yes, when I was younger. Pushed him and threw him down. The man landed, he grabbed onto something, landed and ran, jumped over the fence. And the wife was screaming that, you want to kill your own brother? They will say that I'm the one that pushed you to. The man chased after the brother. You know that after a while, the girl grew up normal. Why? Because she saw what the father did.
To protect her.
To protect her. They had to call a village meeting. They had to come. The man said he was coming to by the brother in the village. He said he was not going to the police, that he would give natural justice. And the girl grew up to be bold and is one of our fighters against domestic violence today.
Right.
Was the victim of yesterday, who saw her father rise to the occasion. And that confidence she had was from her father. That if you try me, my father would throw you from that's what she used to say, my father will throw you from a building. But here we now beat our own children into submission because it is your brother, it is your sister. I was in the gender unit Ikeja. Oh, I have 1 minute. I was at the gender unit Ikeja when one woman whose only daughter had been defiled by a neighbor at 12 came, was transferred from one police station to the other, and she came with an affidavit to the police station saying she does not want to have that man prosecuted for the crime. She went to court to swear an affidavit that they don't want to. I said, who taught you that, to go and swear an affidavit and present to the police that you don't want prosecution, that you are no longer interested in the matter? Have you heard that before?
It's the first time hearing
that. Is the 5th time I will see it. They come with an affidavit. Okay, let me allow us go on a break, right?
99.3 Nigeria Info. Honestly, I'm just speechless just listening to these things. I begin to wonder what's really going on in this wonderful place called Nigeria. Oh well. Let's have a quick break. We'll be right back. This is Relationship 360.
You are listening to your number
info. Let's talk. We give you that premium talk that you need, and hopefully you get something good out of it. We're still right here. It is Relationship 360. Barrister Olumide is right here, and before we went on that quick ad, he was breaking down, giving us all the tips that has to do with domestic violence and why parents should not mushroom the child.
Child, what did I even call it again? Parental Consensual Rap3.
That's it.
So I have someone on the line, and a case that I newly inherited. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you, first of all, for agreeing to share this story with us. I really appreciate. So,
You're welcome, sir.
let us go straight into the matter. Please, can you just give us a brief synopsis of what happened in your matter?
Okay, sir. Good morning, sir. Barrister Olumide, for allowing me to share the experience, sir. Sir, it's my wife that has 2 daughters for me, but along the line she left me and moved with the 2 kids over 2 years ago now. Never allowed me to have access to the children. I didn't know where they are staying, where they are. But one day I just tracked them to Ajegule. Happened to be that that is where she went to, and she have married with another man. It's not that we are quarreling, no, we don't have any problem before she left with the kids. So when I tracked them, I saw them there down at Jegule, and she was not with the children. I saw the children, so I was happy. The children was happy that they saw me. They said that that thank God you came early, that we have been praying for God to bring you, for we to connect with you. I said, what happened? They said that the husband of their mother that they stayed with, the man has been embarrassing them, has been abusing them, has been raping them.
Yeah.
I've been raping them. I said, I thought that it was just something joke. I said, what of your mom? Is your mom not aware? They said that their mom said that they have lost confidence to their mom, that they have told their mom that their mom said that they should not talk too much, they should not let people to know. And in fact, it was a very, very big shock to me. even a mother. So the thing make me to feel confused. I said, what kind of mother is that? If a mother can protect their daughter, who can ask the daughter not to say anything, not to tell people. So that was what happened, sir. That was
What are
happened.
the ages of your daughters?
The senior one is 13, while the smaller one is 8. 13 years and 8 years, sir.
Okay, so how did you get my number, sir?
Okay, it was because I took them to police. The police now gave us this one hospital that we go and do hospital tests at Sabo. So that was where we went to Warif organization. So they are the people that gave us, after the test, they found out that the children had been abused, have sexually abused. So they now gave me your number. Said they will connect me to one barrister who will help me to get justice for the children. Because they asked me whether I want justice for the children. I said yes. So they now gave me your number, sir, the number of barrister Olumide.
Thank you very much for reaching out, and thank you for fighting. And the case has exposed a lot of things. Are the children there?
No, sir, they are not there, sir. They are not with me.
They are
here,
not with you here. Okay. Thank you very much for sharing your story.
Thank you, sir.
I really appreciate.
Thank you, sir.
God bless. Bye, sir.
Okay, bye-bye, sir.
Now, the man I had just spoken with is a Christian missionary, and this was a very huge blow. He's not. You saw he even had difficulty with calling the word rape. Exactly. He couldn't say it. He couldn't even the defilement. He couldn't. He was just. And this is an issue where he found out that the stepfather his ex-wife went to had been sleeping. In fact, we found out that he would drug them. So the girl would just wake up and see that her underwear is out or her clothes are off, and then start feeling pains, especially the youngest one. Each time they realized that he would buy a drink for them that night, he would do it, and it started becoming, and they would tell their mother that, they would see the pains, at times they would see semen on themselves, and the mother would say, don't worry. Why? Because she is simply married to this gentleman. They are on the run now, both the mother and this man. But we will find them, and this time, before we would have some pity that, okay, let's leave the mother. This time, we are going to arrest both the man and the mother and prosecute them together. One as an accessory to the crime, the other as the main abuser of the child. And this issue where you will get to the station and the parents will come, the mother because it is her brother, or because they are related, or the father because he's related to the abuser, to the rapist, to the pedophile that has raped their, and even people above 18 that it happens to. I brought a lady some time ago where she met her father for the first time. And in 2 days, she traveled from Port Harcourt down to Lagos. By the second day, the father raped his own daughter.
Wow.
And then they came and took her to church for deliverance. That she was the one that seduced her father, that she just met for the first time after she finished secondary school. The mother was not married to she just got pregnant for him and moved to Port Harcourt. And then, the family came, you want to send your father to prison. So the case is now being tried. But let me tell you something that you ought to know. Those that will start a case and then come back and say they do not want to complete it. In a case, Shoneye versus the state, 2015, the Court of Appeal held by Uzo Ifeyiwa Ndukwe Anyanwu JCA held as follows. Once someone or a victim reports a crime to the police, his task ends there. The victim has no right to withdraw. A crime has been committed. The victim's family can no longer withdraw their complaint. It is what you call law, because it is precedence. When a judge has ruled on something, then it becomes sort of a bylaw. It becomes a procedure. It becomes something you can quote to tell a family that you can no longer, especially in capital cases of the rape of a minor or of an adult, the defilement. I don't want to use the word defilement anymore, because at times it waters it down. You rape a child, and then you family members will cover it up because you found out that your brother or your sister or your uncle or the father of the child is the one responsible. So you would rather destroy the life of your child, destroy the future of your child, than let the person who in his right mind saw your child and claimed that he loves you, but still destroyed potentially the future of your child. I've told you what happens to children, that these things, especially rape, happens to as children. It increases, it turns something in them that increases their propensity for criminal behavior, of aggression, of fighting, of alcohol and drug abuse in future. But you will rather gamble their lives and than protect them from your cousin, from your brother, from your sister, from the people that you know, your neighbor, and you will settle it so that these people will come again and go and rape another person's child. You find out that people that we have arrested in the past 6 years, it was not their first time. They had been raping children, but nobody stood until some of us got into the matter. And then even after we got into the matter, you family members came again, and they don't only do it to family members. They do it to family members. It is either this one's brother or that one's your own family members. You defy your older brother's daughter, you defy your younger brother. You keep doing it because you people keep covering up for them. But let it not come to that point in time where you will cross my own path, because I would make sure that you are charged as an accessory to the crime. Now I'm propounding this parental consensual rape, and I will submit it and make it also an issue with the Nigerian police, so that any parent or guardian that comes to withdraw a matter simply because you are related to the person will be charged an accessory. You cannot destroy the future because of the indiscretion of the present. Enough. Because these girls will grow up and marry our sons. These boys will grow up and marry our daughters. But because you have already damaged them, we have a 12-year-old that is already HIV positive. Because her uncle had been sleeping with her, he knew that he had HIV. He has been taking drugs, but then would not even use protection. Take his own sister's daughter. The sister will say, "And you want to destroy my family?" Oh, I'm on radio. It has come to a time that you people must stop this nonsense. Anybody that looks at you and comes to your peaceful home, even if your home is not peaceful, and then decides to prey on your children with their eyes open, they were not drunk. They were not under the influence of a drug that you know, if you're under the influence of a drug, you will not even know what you are doing. You might begin to wee-wee on yourself or even poo on yourself. So you would not even be able to perform rightly what it is or what can be classified as rape. Under the influence, you say you did not know what you are doing, you will still go to prison for it. But that you will open your eyes and see your sister, your brother, your uncle, your cousin's daughter or son and begin to defile them, and that your foolish uncle will not say, "Oh, because he's my brother." It is the work of the devil. It is the work of Satan. Do you know how many children you have destroyed, you parents, by covering it up? And how many children this person will still go and destroy or you think yours was the first, or you think yours was the last? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time we also said no to family members related by blood or marriage, and stop consenting to the rape of your children. Stop consenting to protection of people that come to destroy the lives of your child. Let me stop there. I think 48 minutes is enough. Can we also go to the phone lines now? I think I'm getting some messages now. I think you should call and probably say this out.
All right, you guys have been listening to Barrister Olumide breaking it down. He's getting very, particular and straightforward. These things, when these things hit you hard, you have to spill it out. Let people get to hear it. Anyway, so Wande is already back in the studio. Wande, welcome.
Thank you. I'm so sorry for being late.
We'll probably have to hand over to you
I'm
now.
so sorry.
But at least you're here.
Yes.
More important.
Yes.
More important.
Yes.
So I might take my leave now. Barrister Olumide.
Thank you very
No
much.
problem.
No troubles.
Thank you very much
No
for
troubles.
always being there without notice.
Well,
Thank you very much. You're
anytime.
just a fantastic man.
Okay.
Thank you.
So the
Val.
phone lines to call to join in on this awesome conversation this morning is 0201-277-0993, 0201-277-0993. That's the male only line. And the female only line is 0201-465-7190. 0201-465-7190. And you can send us a message on WhatsApp as well, 080-9597-5805, 080-9597-5805. Hello, and when you call, please go straight to the point. You have just 1 minute. Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from? Oh, we lost that. Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Barrister.
Good morning.
I want to remain unanimous.
Yeah, go on.
Please, can you speak louder, sir?
Okay.
And reduce the volume of your radio. I can hear myself.
Okay, my radio is not on, Barrister.
Oh, yeah.
Barrister, similar things happened to my daughter. The uncle raped her at the age of 12. So I decided not to back. Today, now, as we are talking, the man is in the 3 prison.
Thank you very
my
much, sir.
daughter has regained her energy. In fact, she's so happy that always call me, Daddy, thank you for fighting for me.
Wow.
I am now myself.
Wow.
Thank you for fighting for me. The man is in 3 prison, and I vow that unless I die, I will not. You must serve. You must pay for it. Unless I die, with
Sir,
my life, I ready to pay for it for my daughter.
Thank
and
you
I fought
very
for
much,
for my
sir.
daughter.
Please,
I
where do you
encourage
stay,
all
sir?
parents.
Do you stay on the island or on the mainland?
I stay on the mainland.
I have to come and look for you. I have to come and visit you, sir. Can you after? Do you have my number, sir?
I do have your number.
Please, can you just send me a text after the program? Thank you very much. Is your daughter there? Can I greet her?
No, she is not with me. She has gone for her program.
Thank you very much for being a father. May God bless you.
Thank
And your daughter, you will reap the fruit of your labor. Nobody will reap you will be there when your daughter blesses you because you changed her life. You made sure that her life was secured, that her life was not damaged by one crazy family member. Thank you very much, sir, for calling.
Thank you, Barrister. Thank you, sir.
God bless you,
for
sir.
this program. God bless you, sir.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen. Thank you, sir.
Okay, we have to go on a break in a minute from now, but I'll just take one more call before we go on that break. Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Oh, well. Let's move to the other.
Okay, hello,
Well
good
done.
morning. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello?
Okay, hello, good morning. My name is Sunday calling from Bariga.
Okay, go on, Stanley. You have just 1 minute.
All right, I should go on.
Yeah,
Yes, go ahead.
on.
Go ahead.
Okay. Kofi, good morning. Barisa, good morning.
Good morning.
It's
sir.
not creepy, it's wonderful. But go on.
I love your program so much. And I want to tell us that most rape that happens these days is from the parents. Because even in my community, you see a young girl of about 14 years, 15, mixing up with boys till around 12:30, making noise all over. I've been warning them.
You have to go straight to the point. We have less than 20 seconds.
Yeah, so it is because of the level of this poverty, because they believe these are the children that are becoming breadwinner for them. So, in fact, it's not common. The parents know much about what is happening to their children, and that's why they always cover it up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Stanley. Okay, we have to go on a break now, and when we come back, you can join in on the conversation. I would recall the numbers you can call to share your contributions with us. Don't go nowhere, yeah? 99.3 Nigeria in for your number one talk station. My name is Wonderful, and I'm really sorry for coming late this morning. Well, the numbers to call to join in on the conversation for today is 0201-277-0993. I think I was a bit fast. 0201-277-0993. And the female-only line is 0201-465-7190. 0201-465-7190. So this person wants to remain anonymous and says, "Good morning, Barrister Limidi. All these accessories to rape don't know that it doesn't end well. My elder sister's husband raped me multiple times while I went to assist her when she put to bed. Do you know that I told my sister and she gave me a Bible to swear not to tell anyone? I was only 11 to 12 years old. Today, the husband has raped their daughter, and
Wow.
I am 29 now."
And awesome. The chickens always come home to roost. That is, it comes around. Please, for those that will call, I would like, if you have experienced this, to call. Let people who have first-hand knowledge of this call. Let people not just call to say hello or we thank God for what
You're
the
doing.
program is. Yes, but let us hear from people. Please, if it has happened to you or to a family member, please let me know.
And you can remain anonymous. It's fine.
Yes, you don't. Yeah, always anonymous. Even me, I'm anonymous today.
Indeed. Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning, Barrister.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Yeah, I will remain anonymous.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
I'm a kind of person. Let me start from here. That when I'm single, if I'm dating someone and I know the other person is their family, I will back out on the second person. If the person wants me to get into her. So I'm a kind of person that I don't really like fornication like that. Not talking about raping. So I'm married. So I have a daughter of not up to 2 years. And last week, me and my wife, we have an issue. So when we have an issue, she now said that I should be taking, because she's the one that used to take the daughter to the school. So she now said I should be taking the daughter to the school. I said, no problem. So the first day, the second day, the third day, the fourth day, no issue. The fifth day, she now said that she wants to take her. I said, no, let me take the responsibility. Let me take her to the school. So the sixth day, she now said that she's taking her to the school, that she cannot leave the child with me, that I can devour her.
That you can defile your daughter?
Yes.
On the way to the school? Okay.
That I can devour her, so she cannot ask immediately. I spark up that my own daughter, how will I do that kind of thing? What are you saying? I say, in your life, don't ever let me Sincerely, I got angry. I collected my daughter's bag from her. and I did not allow her to take her away. So immediately, I'm convinced to know what to do. I called father immediately. I called his father. So the father and I said, no. People don't supposed to hear about that kind of a thing. No. I say, why will your daughter say this kind of? I don't want trouble. I don't like beating a woman. That how will she open her mouth to tell me that kind of a thing? So since that time, barrister, I won't lie to you. I've been convinced. I don't really know what to do since that last week.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, because we are out of. Let me ask you, how long have you been married?
Let's say like 3 years, 2022.
How long did you date your wife before you married her?
Close to a year.
So was it long distance or you were seeing her regularly?
She used to come. She's staying in Ibadan, so she used to come.
It was a
like,
long distance. It was
1 month or 1 month, 2 months. But we talk every day, morning, afternoon, night.
So you see, talking over the phone is not a relationship. You cannot see someone's character over a video call. This is so. When your wife is angry, does she talk? She says anything? You know, some people, when they are angry, when they are angry, they can abuse you, say anything. Is that the kind of person she is?
Sir, what really used to cause issue is she don't know how to talk. Sorry to say this.
That's where I'm going to. She's an Ibadan. She's from Ibadan.
You don't know how to talk. If you talk to me anyhow, you put this in here. Don't you know that you're supposed to take this in? More.
Okay.
He used to pick me up.
Okay.
So that's the issue.
But you dated her for 1 year and you saw that she talks anyhow, and then you went to Ibadan or your Messi to go and marry.
I even carry out all the this thing that they gave me, the back
but
everything.
You already knew that she talked.
She don't, sincerely.
She's
very cool then.
She's very cool then. So when did you notice that she talks anyhow? Is it after you married her?
It's after we married.
Okay, now you are seeing.
That's fine now. I used to tell people that wants to marry that marriage, be more.
No, your problem was that it was a long distance relationship. That was your problem. So a lot of things in long distance relationships that you see is what the other person wants you to see. That's why I tell people, if you come to me and you say long distance relationship, I will tell you no, absolutely. All studies about long distance relationships have one conclusion: 4 years. That is what they give. The German study gave 4 years that the marriage holds together till 4 years. That is how the height of it. A lot of people there, because of this long distance. I'm in London, you're in America, you date, you get married. So that's the problem. Now, this is the issue. She has said it. You don't know what the future holds. The way I see it, what she said is an unforgivable thing. If my own wife were to tell me that I could rape my daughter, that would signify the end of a marriage. Why? Because in future, she can go and tell somebody or go and report. So this is what I would do to protect myself.
Because me, I don't want to go to Kirikiri.
Hold on, no. This is what I would do to protect myself. I would go to the police station and I would file a false accusation report that my wife said this, so that the police would have that copy. But for me, I doubt if the marriage can work again. I don't know about that. But for you, all of us, we have different fuses. If my wife can look at me and tell me that because we had an argument, you want to collect the daughter, saying I can rape my daughter, when nothing in my character has suggested that, I will go and then first of all report to the police. They would invite her and then they will ask her, did you see him do it? Did he behave in any way that suggests? And then, because no crime is yet to be committed, it's not as if they will detain her, but it will be in the record that she has accused you falsely. So in future, if you people now fight or separate or she won't be able to say that because there is also a police report that she has accused you of that falsely before. I have to go off so that another person can call.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Sir.
Yes, ma'am. Bye.
Okay, Mommy Twins from Request says, Ajegule is a notorious area for rape and defilement cases.
Oh, yes. Ajegule is where I saw a woman having 2 children for her own son. She had started sleeping with her son when he was 18. By the time he was 21, they had 2 children together. So let's move on.
Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I would like to remain anonymous.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Well done for the good work you're doing.
Thank you, ma.
There's something I would like to share.
Yes, if you can do that quickly, ma.
Yes, there are some people, they have, there's something happened to me some time ago in my husband's house. I went to take my bath. The room is a suite, a room that has bathroom. So when I came out, then we're living with my husband brother. When I came out of my bathroom, usually I don't cover up because it's my room. I will just come out and start dressing up. But on that particular day, something just told me, drag the towel. I use this big white towel. So I listened, I just obeyed that voice. I picked the towel. As I was just trying to halfway to wrap my body up, I stepped out of the bathroom and I saw my husband's brother standing in the middle of my bathroom. A full-grown man, about 28 years to 30, something like that. I was shocked. He said, I said, what is it? What are you doing? We're alone in the house. I said, what are you doing? He just he said somebody was looking for me. So he wanted, I said, who is the person looking for me? Then you should have called me.
Oh my God. I know this case. I know this I have handled this case. I know this person. That the man walked in while she was trying to, I know you, ma. I would have asked, I was just waiting for her to finish so that I will ask that, have you come to see me? Okay. Family member. Let's move to the next.
Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning. My name is Vicky.
Go on, Vicky. Go on.
Good morning, Barista.
Good morning.
How
are you?
Good morning, wonderful.
Good morning.
I experienced, mine was in Lagos while I was with my parents. My uncle lived with us, and it was always, it wasn't rape, he was touching me. I told my mom severally, my mom was just beating type on my dad.
Sorry, how old were you when it happened?
I was in secondary, so I was 11, 12, 13.
Wow.
And my uncle was always smoking and drinking, getting drunk, coming back home at night. Oh God, I was so afraid. Despite the fact that our area is this terrorized area, because I was very strong, trying to be bold then. But then all of a sudden he left. I was so happy. I couldn't talk. I couldn't tell anyone. I kept it to myself. And again, another event happened. My pastor was trying to get him in between me, because his wife had not given birth, This Yoruba added that, Oyo Malone, Mamawa, stuff like that. He said the old man in the village said he should have a relationship with a young virgin so that he can have a child through his wife.
Sorry, how old were you when pastors then?
This other one with my pastor was 19, 20.
So you were an adult?
Yes, I was an adult. I did not consent. And from Ogun State, we used to come to Lagos for church service during the weekend. And since he could not get, he was trying again to come and sleep with me in the church. Then we were sleeping in the church, then we wake up the next morning and prepare for church service. That's how we do. Then we go back home on Sunday. We come back the next weekend for Riaza and all that. So I was like, Pastor, you want to come and sleep with me in the church? Hey, I could not talk.
You didn't tell your mom or dad?
For where? They will not listen.
You are sure that they would not listen?
My parents did not say anything. I reported to the headquarters. The case was closed. But the wife believed me.
Would you be comfortable enough to tell me the name of the church?
Yay! If I had known you, I would have opened up.
Okay, go see
But
what.
I said, now I don't think I will have enough proof. I'm getting somewhere. So because he couldn't get me, he got my sister. The normal weekend we used to come for choir rehearsal because I was the leader. After rehearsal, I was looking for my sister around 8 p.m. so that we can lock the church and sleep in the church. I could not find my sister. Then I just bumped into pastor's house. The wife used to go for weekend courses, class. And I saw my sister naked. Guess what, barrister? My sister left that night to Ogun State. She could not rope with us on Sunday. Then I told my dad, this is what happened and this is what I saw. We reported to the headquarters. They didn't do anything. But the wife believed me. I told her everything.
What did your dad do?
They reported to
My
the
dad did not do anything. That's my daddy for you.
Wow.
He didn't do. I don't know.
What? How old was your sister?
My sister, she's 1 year younger than me.
At that time, how old was
she?
she?
Was 18.
She was
She was 18. Yes. And I'm sure it was my pastor that is virgin her. She didn't say anything.
You saw her. You saw it. You saw that she was naked.
Yes.
In the pastor's house.
At house. I could not challenge him, because he's a man of authority. I could not. I just closed up.
That is what I love.
That was what I kept saying till. Sorry, even my sister did not tell me, but I knew that something.
Did you
happened.
confront your sister?
I did. She didn't say anything. She didn't
Yeah,
say
because
anything.
the trauma at times, she might be feeling ashamed. You don't know what the man had threatened her. If you tell anybody, you will die. I will do this. They always threaten. What are your hey Jesus? Sorry, what
Even
state? Can I ask what state you are
married
from?
to an irresponsible person. At least she would have even summoned up the courage to tell me what happened.
No,
now.
the trauma would also affect her marital choice. The trauma, that is why they always marry wrong. When you look at people affected with, when they are not healed, they always just agree to any nonsense unless they heal.
And do you know what, barrister? This man took the church money and eloped. And before you know, the headquarters regained him, brought him back to the church. I was like, what?
I want to know this church. Vicky,
Daddy,
so you send me a text message. Let me know the church, please. Kima Shekini, do you know where no, don't worry, I'm not saying it on air. But do you know how many people that this man must have defiled? Do you know how many people's daughters would have?
He had the boldness. He was threatening me when he came back. And I told my dad, then we started having issues in church. I was like, Dad, my dad, don't worry. Hand over all the documents, all the money and everything, and leave. Then when I'm done with my work in Lagos, I would relocate. I would leave the church. That was how we left quietly without issues.
Vicky.
Yes.
Vicky. Okay. Okay. Please, you have my number. How long have you been listening to this program?
Last month. I think I stumbled on this channel.
Jesus, how did you stumble on it?
I think October towards ending. I was the one that ended the call with you. Said you congratulated me. I was saying Vicky.
Okay, Vicky. This okay, Matthew, worry. We will talk. You've been through a lot now. What is it?
A lot. I've been keeping quiet. Sorrow.
You like your dad, Abby? Be like your dad.
Sir, but now I have courage. Now, if anything should happen, I would not keep quiet again, sir.
You must be very beautiful, maybe very shapely, or something, or maybe as they would say, you have the demon of lust in you. You are the one seducing your pastor. You are the one seducing all these people, Abi. You want to go back, Abi?
Daddy.
Okay.
We don't, sir.
It is well. Man, God bless you. Thank you for this information. God bless you. Oh, wow. My head is... Please, I think I need to just put off this. Please go ahead.
Well, this is Bobby from Connor. He says, dear barrister, this is something we keep hearing for the longest time. But because if you can give us clarity on it, why is it that such mothers whose daughters unfortunately get raped by one family member or the other choose the side of the rapist over their own
Why
daughter?
did you say mother? Did you not hear that father now did not do anything? It is, I said parent. Father would defend his own side, mother would defend her own side of the family. It's not just one, but both sides. You as a man. It also happens to fathers. So ask them. Because I will be in prison. If it happened to my own daughter, I would definitely be in prison. Probably we are trying to argue why I unalived somebody. You can't do that. But you know the thing? Let me tell you. This is the simple scientific. This has actually been proven by research that children become vulnerable because of the absence of a father. The presence of a father in the lives of the children reduces the probability of their children being sexually abused by more than 80%. Because, in fact, I shared a video where a pedophile and a rapist were being interviewed abroad. They were in prison, so they were interviewing all those people that were arrested, that have been sentenced for rape or for pedophilia. The first thing they said is that they check the fathers if it is a problematic father. That is those fathers that are protective, those fathers that are inside, that they don't want problems. They go for those ones, those vulnerable ones that their fathers are not at home. Then number 2, religious homes. Because those ones will either forgive and forget or pray about it. These are white people talking. You are in church. Thank God Vicky called. You are in church. You heard that the pastor is trying to rape your daughter. You do nothing. Then rapes the younger one. And now that one married someone as useless as the rapist. The absence of a father. So the issue here is, I warn women, don't marry a husband, marry a father. Anybody can be. A husband is simply someone who can gratify you sexually. But you need to marry someone who will take responsibility for the result of your intercourse. The man who is always present. There's a difference between you married a husband or you married a father. And the moment you get pregnant and you see that it is a husband that you married and not a father, don't give a husband a second child. Don't dare give a husband a second child. Let us say the first child is an experiment to see whether the man will be responsible. And the moment you find that the man is irresponsible, don't give him a second child. This is what you expose them to do. You expose the children to being victims of sexual assault because of the absence of a father. It is scientific. Go and check it anywhere. The presence of a father, the man that is at home, not that he's sitting at home without a job, but involved in the lives of the child. Oh, you need to, I'm sure that just by mentioning my name in my death, they hear that I have died, but they hear that you are Barrister Olumide's daughter or son. You want to come and abuse who? That is what the fathers should be like. That even the pedophiles, the rapists, they consider, they look at the home they are from. And fathers will now be talking about mothers. Is it the mother's job to train a child? It is the father's job. Once the child is 3, you are handed over to your father for training. The mother's job is for nurture. That is to make sure health-wise the child is okay. You have breastfed, the child is okay. Now training begins by 3 and you hand over to the person. You would see everywhere, even in your Bible, fathers, train your child. Sons, listen to your father. It's always the father. Where do you see that it says, listen to your mother? Because it believes that the training, morality, discipline, protection, provision comes from the father. Have you seen a child that the father is active in their lives? Have you seen the confidence of that child? The way they talk, the way they behave. If you touch him, if I tell my daddy for you, the confidence of the child makes him unavailable to sexual assault, makes them unavailable to predators. But the cowardice and the lack of self-confidence of children who have no backup, who they know that if anything happens to them now, Oga goes. And you fathers, you women, you stop reproducing for husbands. Get a father, a man who is responsible. You don't give a woman a man's job. Let's go to the phone line,
Well, we
please.
have to go on a break now. We have to pay a few bills. And when we come back, you can join in on the conversation. This is like the last lap now. So don't go nowhere. Well, Barcelona, today's topic is quite sensitive. Very, very sensitive. And honestly, it's getting into me a little, but it's fine. Hearing all these touching stories from you listening to us today. Well, we want to hear more. Yes, we want to hear more. So you can call our line 0201-277-0993. That's the male-only line. And the female-only line is 0201-465-7190. Barcelona, you wanted to say
Yeah,
something?
let's go to the phone lines. We'll be
Okay.
rounding up soon.
Okay, hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello. Yes, hi.
Yep. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Bobby. I'm calling from Kano.
Okay, Bobby, I just
From
read your
Kano.
message. Yeah. Go on,
Yes,
Bobby.
exactly.
Awesome.
Barsa Olumide, right?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
He really is. I don't know. He's angry. Should I say?
Yes, I am, but I'm fine. Thank you very much.
No. I understand. It's very, very sensitive, like she said. But I totally understand your position. I sent in that message earlier before the call of Vicky, I guess.
Yes, before the call of
Yeah,
Vicky.
and that's because it's not like I'm exempting fathers or anything like that. No, but even on this program, for the many times that such stories do come across, God knows I've never ever been prepared to hear a mother kind of taking action. Like the earlier caller, I guess there was a man who called that you said you would love to go and see, and
Yes.
you praised him for. He did exactly. It's not like I'm not exempting fathers in any way. It's just that, okay, let me put it this way. From childhood, I grew up in a household where we used to raise a lot of livestock, goats, sheep, chicken, and you see how the mother hen or the mother goat is always so aggressive whenever you get to
Yes. When they give
kids.
birth, yes.
Exactly. So it's not like I'm exempting the fathers in any way. I'm just thinking, shouldn't a mother be much more like
Thank you
intolerant?
for
of any kind
that.
of insubordination?
Thank you for that observation. Can I give you a very simple answer? The only things that taint the instincts of mothers in human beings are religion and tradition. Those are the only factors that hinder their reaction to something that is natural. It is natural for a woman, a female animal, to even attack the father of the dog. Do you know that the bitches, that is the female dogs that give birth, even the male dog that got them pregnant, at times when it's coming near the children, the female will attack. But it is only in human beings that they will first quote one scripture, or they will say, oh, where we come from, it is a family matter. Those are the only two that dull the reflexes of a mother, that the mother will start considering religion. Instead of going to the Lord, they will go to their religious institution. They will say they went to go and report to pastor. Is the pastor an enforcer of law? Are they law enforcement officers? Or they go to Oloriebi to first ask, this is what they say, and the Oloriebi will now say, let us settle it as a family matter. Those are the only two factors in all my 24 years that I have seen that dull the responses of both men and women, especially women. Or they are our marriage. They consider this marriage as if it is a divine, as if it continues to heaven. That they will say, oh, you want to ruin my marriage, you want to spoil my marriage. So they beat the children to submission, they die down the case, they cover up their family members who will come to their house to defile and rape, or who they are spiritual leaders. And then cut it quiet.
I don't know, but I'll just ask this one final question.
Go ahead.
It sounds humorous, but so if that's the case, as my grandmother would say, who do us? Who do us?
Ah, yes. That's why now you say I'm angry. Exactly.
No. I didn't say that in bad faith.
No, I say you can see now why you will say I'm angry. I'm angry because how did we get here?
Exactly.
How did tradition and religion are the only two phenomenons that sacrifice their young.
Wow.
They are the only two. There is no other phenomenon in the world that sacrifices the young. Only religion and tradition. There is no other that calls for the sacrifice of their own blood, their own offspring. Where they say wisdom is profitable to direct. They say my people are destroyed for lack of wisdom. It tells you wisdom is the principal thing. However, we go for religion and tradition. And even the Bible warns you against the tradition of men, because there is no single tradition that is above man. Man created every tradition. There is no divine tradition. There is no earthly tradition. Every single tradition that exists was created by men. Men, the patriarchs of society, came together, sat down, and agreed on what will favor them. That is why every tradition in the world favors the men. Only the men, because the men made it. Let us allow somebody else talk.
Okay,
Bobby, how are you getting us? Are you online?
Yes, I'm using there's an app.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you
You're
very
always
much.
welcome. You're always welcome.
All right, God bless.
Okay, this person wants to remain anonymous, and she says, "Good morning, Barrister Lumide and wonderful. I married a man that used to abuse me, and after giving birth to my daughter, it happened again. And I left the marriage before he would kill me. But people are disturbing me for leaving that marriage, and it's giving me sleepless nights."
Tell them to go and marry him. It's very simple. Do you tell them to go and marry him? And you see, anybody that will take you back to your infirmity, anybody that will lead you back to your affliction. The Lord's Prayer is along the line, says, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Anyone that will lead you back into your temptation, that is what, cut them off. It is better, the same Bible says, if your right arm causes you to sin, cut it off. It is better to enter heaven without that right hand than to have the right hand and, be cast into hell.
Okay,
cut them off.
Okay, this person says, "Good morning, Barrister Lumide," and wants to remain anonymous as well. "My wife once said I would sleep with my 4-year-old daughter, and now she has left with my children, and I don't know their whereabouts."
Someone can't make that kind of allegation against someone who did not. It is a very heavy allegation, and you all did nothing about it. You said you call a family meeting. What does that accomplish? What does tradition accomplish in any way? Isn't it tradition that has gotten us here, and religion? When as men, I've heard that a lot, you immediately go to the police station and file it. It is a false accusation. Then let the police invite her to come and give evidence to support her claim. Mm-hmm. And when she's unable to expatiate, it will be ruled as false allegation or false accusation, and it will be there. There will be an entry there. Did you see the man that was wrongfully accused of defiling his daughter in the East? That he was arrested only to find out that the wife trained the children, told them what to say, and even recorded it herself, training them how to say that their father raped them. Children, 3 years old. The man was very lucky. Some people have gone to prison for less. So you don't take it lightly. Let's move on.
Well, this person says, "Good morning, Barrister Lumide and Wandy. My name is Lola, and I just want to talk about my dad. My mom is late. My dad never gave room for silence. My sisters that are married, he called all their husband and tells them that any day you beat my daughter, forget about the marriage. Every Saturday, he calls us to wake us up to listen to you, Barrister."
Oh, wow. Thank you very much, Daddy. God bless.
Thank you so much. So we'll go back to the phone lines, and when you call, you have just 1 minute. Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from? Oh. Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from? Can you speak up? I can't really hear you.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, good
Yes,
morning.
it's better.
Go ahead.
Good morning.
I just want to tell the man that that married from Ibadan. That woman is going to end your life at the end of the
Can you speak louder, sir? You are very, very low.
talk about the man that married from Ibadan.
Mm-hmm.
The one that firstly told the husband that you can rape my daughter.
Oh, the man. Okay, what do you have to say to him?
The man that called him, I think he's not going to do whatever you tell him. Barrister. You told him to go to the police station. He's not going to do it. See, if you are listening, better you run for your life. That woman will, at the end of
It is his problem, sir. It is his problem. It's his problem.
run for your life. That's what I just want
I don't even bother anymore. Whether you like.
you go to the police station to file a report. Arrest her. She's supposed to be in prison for saying.
No, she can't go to prison. She won't go to prison. They will just ask her to come and where is the evidence? So let it just be on record that she has falsely accused you before. So in
Yes.
future, if anything happens, you can tell them that, okay, at Bariga police station, she had, the entry is there. They can use it as evidence to see that, but man, that marriage is over for me. What kind of anger would befall you to
Yeah.
accuse me of that?
Wow.
And then they would take the child and then disappear with the child and say, the way you were waiting for the child.
Well, let's go back to the phone lines. Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine, sir.
Good to hear your voice. So we have 1 minute. Please go ahead.
Okay, I just calling. I could just greet you that I have been here while I have called.
Thank you, Leke. Awesome to hear your voice.
Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Okay, there's one last call before
Hello,
I
good
round
morning.
up.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning, wonderful. Barrister, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Madam Oboli, how are you doing?
I'm good, sir. I'm good. Barrister, thank you for this morning's analysis. But I want to quickly express what happened in my presence a couple of weeks ago when I went to make a case at Owotu police station. You said in your discourse this morning that you would write to the DPO and everybody, and I'm saying there are some police people that know their onions, and Barrister, they are slicing it well. So the case I went to report, I was privy to something that happened. A blind man had been defiling a 15-year-old.
Blind man?
Yes, a blind man, a blind prophet to be precise. It was gathered that the mother traveled out. You know, she removed the father from the life of these children, probably because they had issues. And then she traveled out, unknown to her family, to Libya for prostitution. And she handed over the 5 girls to the prophet, to the blind prophet. I saw members storm the Owotu police station to come and fight for their prophet. They did not even know that the man had confided in the police people that he had done this thing to the first of the eldest of the children, the 5 girls. 5 times, Barrister. They were coming to fight for their pastor, their prophet, and this man confided in them that they should not let the members know. Guess what? They have transferred the case to the gender unit at Ikeja. But what made me angry was that the guardian, because the woman had gone, so they have an uncle they reached out to that this man had been molesting one of the 5 girls. The guardian wanted to cash out on this issue, and he told the police that he wanted to withdraw the case, that they are promising him 500,000. Barrister, how do people cash out from people's misfortune? A girl that they have destroyed the life. You came to report that a prophet is molesting. Barrister,
how do people cash out from misfortune? Just take a look at Nigeria and Boko Haram. How are people cashing out from the insecurity of Nigeria? People will cash out from their own. Let me not even. It is well. Thank you very much. If it's at Gender Ikeja, we'll hear about
because
it.
Because it's a blind man that committed an anomaly.
People fight for their pastors, their clergy, that's the lowest form of intelligence. Madam Oboli, we have to go. Thank you. That's the lowest form of intelligence. When people come and they start talking, it's my pastor, I just look at them and I say, and you see graduates, people who hold various important offices will come out because you said something that concerns their pastors. They will be fine. And I look at these people, they are like cavemen. They are like cavemen. They are like Neanderthals who would come out, people that have fossilized brains, people that are still yet to be discovered, yet to be unearthed. That is how their intelligence is. That you come out and be fighting for... If you're even fighting for your mother, it will be better. If you are fighting for your brother, you'll be fighting for the... Because they bear the religious title. If you know the rot in every sector. Thank God for the Owutu police station and for making the... Because they are destroying the lives of these children. I have to round up. Thank you, everybody, for listening once again. God bless you. Please, you can watch this again on YouTube at the Gnosis Help Initiative. My handle on YouTube, that you can watch this program and previous programs that I've had. So you need to, it's a concise encyclopedia for you to listen to jog up your memory, to jog up your brain, for you to catch some wisdom. The Gnosis Help Initiative on YouTube, GNOSIS Help Initiative. Please go there, watch today again. It will be uploaded by evening, but previous ones will be there. Please also follow me on Facebook, Olumide Omoshebi, or Barrister Olumide on Facebook. You would see reels of our discussions here where you can share with your friends and family, so that you need to do this. This is a way to spread the gospel. We need to spread this gospel. So I told you that, I don't know if I've mentioned it, the late barrister Mrs. Felicia Temitope Odu, who was killed, who died at the hands of her husband, Mr. Chris Odu, the case that we have been handling about a spousal death, was charged to Yaba Magistrate Court 2 on Friday. That was last Friday, 21st, and has now been adjourned to the 12th of January 2026. And also, for all who voted for me at the Gani Following Me Awards, I got an email from them that I'm one of the top 3 nominees, and the award ceremony will be holding on the 10th of December, where the winner will be announced. Whether I win or not, the fact that you have gotten me this far, I really appreciate everyone who voted for me. Thank you very much. And those that might want to reach out to me, my number is 0909-3214-942. 0909-3214-942. For those of you who support us, all this work we do is with your support. We shout, we do this, we do that with so limited funding. I mean, my office has closed since August 31st, but still, because of no funding, but we still go out of our way, to help, especially in these cases of child defilement. It is so much that it is more than gender-based, that is the domestic violence and abuse, and gender-based assault put together. That is child defilement. It's more than every other case right now in the police department. Yes, today is the end of the year party for the Gnosis Help Initiative, for the Gnosis Volunteer Network. Those who have volunteered, please don't think it is... but yes, it is our end of the year party. Today, we would all sit together from every local government in Lagos State and LCDA, and to just all work and no play. And I want to appreciate the Gnosis Volunteer Network. A lot of what we do is through them. Every month, all of us put 2,000 together. That is how we're able to facilitate some cases, because without money, we're just joking. I want to appreciate you, everyone in the Gnosis Volunteer Network that has been active, that has joined us and has been active. May God bless you. May God replenish you. Please enjoy this time, as you guys would rest till February next year. Thank you very much. What else?
Your number.
0909-3214-942. And please don't forget, those that call me, when you call me on the phone, you will pay consultation. No, It is when you give my number to different people. Some people will take 30 minutes, 1 hour. Well, it's something you pay for. I've been doing it. It has been free for 24 years. But since July, I've started charging for it. You want to consult with me on the phone, except you're a victim that we are taking up your case of either child defilement, child sexual abuse, and all that, or domestic violence. Those are what we do free. We have done that. We have never collected a dime from all those people we help out with. And these are places we raise money from these little consultations over the phones. So please, as you are giving people my number, let them know. Don't just give and say, call barrister. You will pay for the consultation, no? Ogini.
You've also forgotten your TikTok handle. You're doing so well over there.
Yeah, TikTok. It's Olumide Omoshebi on TikTok. You can also barrister Olumide, barrister _ Olumide Omoshebi on Instagram. There are some amazing reels. One of our reels reached 2.4 million views. I was confused, last week. Please share. Let people see. Please just go. The reels are very important. It's not for you. Have not received a dime from Facebook. I'm not. They should even start giving me something. One day I would try to when they start. But this is mainly for your information. And share with your family members. We have to stop this madness. Thank you very much, and God bless.
I hope you enjoyed today's edition. It was very sensitive and interesting. Well, you can follow us on all social media platforms. Nigeria Info 99.3. You can follow us on TikTok. We're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. Am I forgetting anyone? We're on all social media platforms. You can follow us to get any information.
We're also in Victoria Island.
We're also in Victoria Island. Enjoy your weekend. Ensure you rest. Please, Lagosians, rest and leave the road alone. Rest. You need to rest. Well, my name is Wonderful. Have a beautiful weekend.